guys, how are ya? Chef Tarantino here. We're gonna do a remake of the that viral TikTok pasta. I posted some pictures of it earlier. Sorry I'm on so late, but this is my first opportunity. I just got back and set some things up. What you're gonna need is, you're gonna need some fresh garlic. You're gonna need your bow ties. We're gonna add some heavy cream to this dish. Some dried oregano, fresh oregano. And I'll tell you why we have both of those, because I'm actually going to have you guys pick which one we put in there. And the same thing with the dishes that we use. But anyway, you're going to need a casserole dish, obviously, to put this in. I'm sure if you've seen the video, you know a lot of you have tried this already. As a matter of fact, I had to get crumbled feta cheese because you can't find a block of feta anywhere because everybody's trying to make this dish, which I made it in South Florida a few days ago. And it was okay. It didn't have the taste that I thought it would have. It looked beautiful, smelled fantastic. It tastes okay, but it was just missing something. So that's what we're working on tonight. We're gonna put a spin on this and try to kick that dish up like 66 notches. But you need your cherry tomatoes. We got some fresh parsley, fresh basil. I have some fresh oregano here. I have dried. Some salt and pepper mix you're gonna need, or just regular salt and pepper. I have my seasoning that I use all the time. And of course, I'm adding some Romano cheese to this dish also. And like I said, we're using feta crumbles because you can't find a block of this anyway. I went to every store in the area here in Statesboro, Georgia, and could not find a block of feta cheese. Sold out everywhere because so many people are making this dish. It's pretty crazy. It's a simple dish too. But we're adding a few more things, and like I said, I have some heavy cream. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this up, and then we're going to go to a break, and I'm going to come back on in 30 minutes because I'm not going to stay on live for 30 minutes while the dish is cooking in the oven. So what we're going to do is we're going to start it up, put it together, I'm going to pop it in the oven, then we're going to come back on, and I'll show you how we're going to finish it off. We're only adding a few things to this to try to increase that flavor, because the dish is a beautiful dish, especially with the tomatoes and all that. Absolutely loved it. But first off, when I got here, we only have two choices of dishes here. We can either use this one or this one. Which one you guys think I should use? Should I use the clear one, make a small portion, or actually it's about the same size? Which one you guys think we should use here? You tell me, the clear one or the white one, and I'll wait for that answer. While we're talking about that, then I also would like your opinion on, because I've never made this like this. This could be the first time we're trying this out. So however it comes out, it comes out. We have fresh oregano or dried oregano. So I need a vote on fresh oregano or dried oregano in this dish. And I need a vote on the clear casserole dish or the white one here. So you guys let me know which one you think we should be using. While I'm talking to you, I have my water on. And obviously when you put your water on for your pasta, you want to put some salt and pepper in there. I like to use salt and pepper. Some people just use salt. But I'm going to season it with my seasoning mix. And we're going to add a drop of olive oil in there, just to make sure that the pasta doesn't stick together. That's why we put the oil in, because you don't want it all clumping out. I don't know if you ever cooked pasta before and it all sticks together. 9 times out of 10 is because you didn't put oil in it, or you're not stirring it enough and it's causing it to stick together. So make sure you put a drop of oil, just a capful if you will, in your pot of pasta. But actually I'm going to turn this on now. Forgive me, I have not used this stove yet. This is the first time cooking here, and I'm at a top secret location. Make sure you have your strainer for your pasta. I've got some extra virgin olive oil. So which dish should I use over here? Clint, how are you? Tina, Jonathan. Hey guys, thank you so much again. We should know if I made it to the next round for our favorite chef. For those of you that don't know, which you've probably seen it because I've been blasting it everywhere. All right, Clint, clear. We're using the clear. That's the first one I seen. We got clear. The voting closed tonight for the first round, and I believe we made it because I believe I was 5th place for the first round, and our group over here on this side of the U.S., or however they're doing. I think they're doing it by regions. But the next phase of voting comes up starting either tonight or tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for voting every day for me. We've made it to the next. I'm pretty sure we've made it to the next round unless something drastic happens between now and the time they post it on the Favorite Chef website. All right, so we're going to use the clear dish thanks to Clint. So do we use fresh oregano or you guys want to use dried oregano? Which one you want to use? Either way, it doesn't make a difference to me. Fresh, obviously, we're going to use less because it's more potent than we would use in the dry. The dry, we would add a little bit more because it's not as strong as that, the fresh oregano. All right, so we're going to use this dish. We're going to take our cherry tomatoes. Actually, we're going to put some olive oil in the bottom of it first. I've got my water heating up on the side here. I'll show you guys that in a few minutes. Oh, good Lord. Why don't they just make a normal cap for these things? You ever buy the extra virgin olive oil with a whole top spin, so you got to hold this pot while you turn the top pot? Drives me nuts. All right, so a drop of olive oil we're putting in the pan. You can use regular olive oil. I wouldn't waste extra virgin, but since we got everything here, we're going to do it that way. Add a little bit of oil to that. And get my seasoning in the water while it's boiling. Or getting ready to boil, I should say. All right, so that's all set. We're going to add our cherry tomatoes to this pan. Actually, olive oil first. I'm sorry. A little olive oil here. Hope everybody's having a great night. These are nice tomatoes. These are super, super juicy. All right, so we got our tomatoes in there. I bought 3 just in case. I was hoping to have a bigger casserole dish. All right, so we're gonna put those in there, and then, like I told you before, if you gotta use what you can get. So the feta cheese I'm using is already crumbled. You want the block to put in there according to the video and the directions for that recipe. But obviously we couldn't find the block anywhere, so what we're gonna use is the crumbled, and we should still get the same results. Put that in there. A little more olive oil over the top. Now I'm going to kind of move these tomatoes back and kind of have it so it's like that brick you saw in the other video. And I kind of want to make sure that the tomatoes are coated. Sorry, you guys can't see that right here. Coat these tomatoes with that olive oil. Actually, let me just put this right here for a minute so you guys can see this better. And then I'm going to add my seasoning. And this is going to bake in the oven for about 35 minutes. And if you can't finish watching the video tonight when I repost the finishing of it, you can always watch it later. It's going to be late. All right, so we've got the crumbled feta in there. I don't know how it's going to work with the crumbled. Haven't done it. Hopefully it still works the same way. We got our tomato in there. We have our seasoning, extra virgin olive oil. And what we're supposed to actually be able to do is put this in the oven now and then start heating it. And what we'll do is we'll start it right now, and then I'm going to start cutting up the other ingredient for you. So we'll stick this in here. I have the oven set at 350. I'm going to get some Italian parsley. I want to get some more color in there. I love the Italian parsley. Anybody decide regular oregano, dried oregano, Clint? All right, sir. We're going with the dried. All right, so we have some parsley cut up. Then we're going to cut up a little basil. I used way too much basil the other day. The basil kind of overtook the entire dish. Well, thank you, Susan. All right, so I'm going to get just a couple of basil, especially with that being such a small casserole dish. I can't even look at basil the same ever since I cooked with my dad. I don't know if you guys saw that video with the basil scene. Cooking with my father in South Florida. Good Lord, did he embarrass the crap out of me. He was hilarious. I'm going to put this in julienne strips. Basically what I did is I just rolled up the leaves and then sliced them really thin so you get these nice little strips that will sprinkle on and mix through the pasta. The pasta. Alright, so we got our fresh basil. We're going to use dried oregano. We don't need to add that to the end. As soon as the water comes to a boil, we'll add our bow ties and mix those, and we should be just about ready to go back live again to show you the how to put it all together, especially with what we're going to do. Because we're going to add some cream to this, and we're going to add some Romano cheese, and I'm hoping to really bring out the flavors in there. It was kind of well, I can't even describe it. A few other people had mentioned it too about trying that dish. It was kind of bland. How you doing, Cynthia, Dalton, Keith? How are you, Archie? garlic, they said use minced garlic. I'm gonna take fresh garlic and slice it super, super thin. And we're gonna add that when we pull it out of the oven too. See how thin that is? That's what you want. Paper thin. And then we're gonna end up putting that back in the oven for a little while longer, probably about 3 to 5 minutes. Once I pull it out, we're gonna add these ingredients, put a little bit of heavy cream in it, about a cup of heavy cream and about a cup of Romano cheese with the rest of these ingredients. And then we're gonna mix it all up and it should taste fantastic, especially adding the oregano to it too as well. At least that's the idea anyway. I have no idea how it's gonna come out, but we're gonna see. And then we're probably gonna add just a tablespoon of the dried oregano. All right, so I believe that's it. We're ready. Throw this stuff away. Get it out of the way, actually. All right, so we got the water boiling. When the water comes to a boil, I'm gonna add my pasta. You guys know how to cook the pasta, so I'm not gonna keep you guys on for that. I have this in the oven. It's gonna stay in the oven for about 30 more minutes. When it's about done, I'm gonna turn this back on, and then we'll finish this up together and see how it comes out and try it. And hopefully it's fantastic, and then you guys will have another take on that TikTok viral pasta. Looks great. I forget what country was that made and someone started that in. Finland? I think it was Finland, and it blew up, and it does look fantastic. It tastes okay, but it's not, I don't know, I wasn't crazy about it, but I felt like it was missing a few flavors in there. I don't know if you guys tried it. What'd you guys think? Anybody on here try that pasta? Kristen, how are you? Miranda? Hey, Derek, what's up, buddy? Good to see you guys. Thank you again for voting. I'm so excited that to see what happens tomorrow and if we made it to the next round, which I'm pretty sure we did. It's only going to get tougher and tougher because then it goes from the top 15 of each region, then it's going to go like, I think, the top 10, then the top 5, and then in April, they'll announce who the winner is. It'll just be all the different regions, the top person from each region against each other. So hopefully we'll make it that far, and thank you so much for helping me with that. But anyway, that's all I got right now until we come back on. Everything's working in the oven. You guys have any questions? I made my own spin on the recipe. Oh, that's awesome. Mine turned out pretty delicious. It doesn't, I can't see everything you wrote. What would you have done different? What did you do different? Miss Kimberly. Kimberly made it last night, and she said it turned out fantastic. That's why I couldn't find my block of feta cheese. I'm telling you, everybody's making this dish. It's crazy. You can't find feta cheese anywhere. That's awesome. I'm interested to see it. Make sure you post what you did so we can try it and everybody else can give it a shot too. Because that original one that I did, it wasn't that great to me. It looked beautiful, smelled beautiful, and I love feta cheese. Actually, I put feta cheese in my antipasta. I put it in my salads. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Kimberly, how are you? All right, guys. Well, we'll be back on in about 30 more minutes when I get ready to pull this out of the oven. My pasta's going to be cooked, drained. We're going to mix this together and try this out with the adding the oregano, the heavy cream, and the Parmesan cheese and see what we get out of that. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click on the link and vote. And thank you so much. And don't forget about checking out becoming a supporter of Tarantino's. I love you guys. God bless. See you in about 30 minutes.